At that point, what do you have to do? Huh? They had to make a choice. They made a choice based off of some evidence. Because the people were caught up on who to serve. Right. So all Yahoo had to put down, and he said, let's do this. Let's take 2 bullocks. You dress one and I dress one. I mean, you're going to kill it, you're going to strip it down. He said, we're going to put it here, you're going to put it, and you go ahead and you do yours first. And you call on ball. And when they took it and they went and they started crying out the ball, he told them, why don't you cry louder? Yeah. He said, maybe he's sleeping. And them folk cried and they hollered. He said, listen, pre-adventure, he might be going on a far journey. Yeah. These folks say I'm supposed to make fun of. I don't know why they don't talk about all Yahoo. They made a fool out of him. He just told them that their God was sleeping. And what were you told about your Elohim? See, so that's why he told. If he ain't answered, he got to be asleep. Yeah. He said, I'd never equate what I equate with Yahuwah. Your God sleeping. Yeah. Why this man ain't heard you and why he ain't consumed your sacrifice? Yeah. And then it came time for him to do it. Otherwise, they start gashing themselves, cutting it. That's why you get these religions start doing it. They get extreme. They know they ain't getting no work. Like them folks in King, all them folks killing themselves. Who buried these folks? You supposed to be dead too. The person getting instruction need to be the first one to die. That's how Yahushua did it. Listen, y'all, we all gonna kill ourselves. So I'm behind you. Go ahead. Tell depend on how it work out for you. That's gonna be my deciding factor. Once you hit that ground, bam! So I'm out of here, y'all. Find no food. Listen, I ain't never been a part of no food. I don't have no conversation, no stupid stuff like that. Them fighting words. Somebody tell you like that, you might think I'm a fool or something. I'm talking about some drinking some what and doing what? Who gonna stay behind and bury all these folks? Man, please. You gotta draw somebody, put your drawers on, you lay it out there butt naked out there. Folks laughing, you get everybody got up into my pot and you still on the ground butt naked. He'll left you there. Look at this stupid food. I'm just leaving down there. I'll keep laughing at him. Man, what you do, you wake up butt naked in the my pot and about bust out laughing at you. It gotta hurt. You know you don't get a time. Am I saying? Seriously? Everybody else up and you just get up and we bust out laughing at you? That's why I tell you, you can't follow these people. They folk make a fool out y'all here. Don't follow these people. Take your time. This thing about getting understanding. And that's what he did. He told them, he wanted them to take the water. He said, I want you to drown it. Dash it. Put it on there. Put some more on there. And that's when he called on Yahuwah. Yahuwah came down, he wanted to put it out, and it all filled up in a trench. And when Yahuwah answered, because he said, the one that answered by Ish, he said, let him be Elohim. That's how he always want to be known, by his attributes. He said the one that got the name, because anybody can take the name. He said the one that answered by Ish, let him be Elohim. And that's how we know him, by his characteristics, by his attributes. That's why we read and we look for patterns. We look for how he operates. We want to understand his idea. The fact that he makes this with clarity so we can understand it as being men. When I'm saying men, being human, not calling the women, taking away from any of you being feminine. It's just the fact that how we understand things. The fact that a Ruach with all this knowledge, all that power, all the information, took the time to make sure a man could understand it.
Right.
Why? I mean, why he didn't have to do that? He just taught Ruach. If you don't get it, you don't get it. I'll kill you. What kind of chance do we have? He just started rattling out right now, Ruach, just back to back. Get it or die. What you do? You ain't gonna believe it. That's what state we was in. That's what state we was in. Let me ask you there. Do you feel like it would be fair? He just started rattling right out right now, Ruach. You don't know Ruach. Just tell you don't get it, you die. When I call your name, I start speaking your note, you're gonna die. Everybody just waiting at this point to die. Guess what? That's what we've been. He looked at, that's a bad aspect. That's a bad deal. But what if I came down and I taught you? See, that's how important the 6th chapter book of Yucca 944. See, it's written in the Nabaim. Every is therefore that it heard and learned. He said, that's who come to me. He said, that's who come to me. The one that done heard and learned, that's who come to me. See, when you get been taught, you don't know, you can't come. A lot of people in these different camps everywhere, people not really worried about people getting it. It ain't running down no camp. It just be honest. People are not the general sort. They usually get people for labor, to go on the streets, grab folk, sell pies, do other stuff and books and push stuff. Really sitting down and talking to people and trying to make sure it's simplistic enough that people understand that all he intend on people being saved, not just us. Those people he gonna save, they're going to be Yehudi. They're going to be Yasharal, because he's gonna graft them in. And it's not hard for you to understand it. You ain't gonna believe it. You were grafted in. You can go check your genealogy and you can come up 180% Yasharal with a 2% margin of error. That'll put you at what? 178 or 182? And still don't get in. So now, is it of the Basar? Is it of the work? Or is it of the Khan of Yahuwah? That's again where you find favor. When Yahushua sent out when he sent out the 12 Talmudim to taught one, guess where he told them to go? Lost sheep of who? I ain't Yasharal, but I'm lost. You ain't gonna believe it. You still lost. You still lost. I don't have a conversation for you. So you think about this. You stop. I want to be saved. So what are they gonna talk to you about? What are they gonna be discussing with you? I have no conversation for you. Because the instruction was to go only to. There is no conversation for you. Can you imagine you sick? Let me borrow for a second. Your name, Eric, from where? Not where you from? Tampa. You want to be saved? He got to wait till he send somebody from Tampa, somebody for the people of Tampa. They're looking for some Tampanites. I'm just saying that I mean, it's fun. And the reason why it's funny now to us, because you ain't in that condition now. Guess who it wasn't funny to? People who were wanting and it wasn't for them. But guess what? He predestinated for them. Listen, this man set up a way to where I'll recover those I lost and I give an opportunity to other people through your fall. See, the Khan didn't just follow them. Like we look at the Khan of Abraham. See, he set this up to where everybody can rejoice in the same gun. We can, those that are Yehudi, Yasharal, they can rejoice in the fact that the Khan of Abraham is upon them. If I'm a Gui, no Yehudi, no Yasharal, don't you know I can rejoice in the Khan because of your fall? That's how I got it. So we both rejoicing in a hope and in a promise, you see what I'm saying, that neither of us obtain of our own. Because now I've been granted something and it only came because of your fall. Now, do these people sit around and cry because of your fall? These people sit around and feel bad about it? No, it's because of your fall I got in. So I rejoice in it. The same way another person rejoiced in the Khan of Abraham. Why would I be crying about the Khan of Abraham? Why would I be upset? Why would I be tormented about the Khan of Abraham? I've obtained something through Abraham and through his seed. And these seeds have passed on. And through their passing on, guess where it fell at? So why would a Gentile, which is a Gui, be upset about a Yasharal or Yehudi falling? That would make absolutely no sense whatsoever. Again, guess what he's showing you? This is because of Khan. Y'all see that? It's because of Khan. That's what you got to look at. So, I'm trying to tell you. I mean, we don't appreciate him because we don't take the time out to look at him more in depth to see. This ain't something that you can just, I'm finna just jump up and do something. Because you got to think this through. You know, we hear how they tell her, Elohim appeared on the scene and started creating. Did he sit down or did he do what he told us about a man when he sat down? He do what now? To see whether he had what? He said, let's other look on. They start tomorrow. You know why? This man, what did he do? He intended to be and say he didn't have sufficient to finish. So you actually think he just popped in here in a picture dog and just started working? I already considered it. I already did the math. I know the subtraction. I know the division. I know the multiplication. I already know the whole end before he gets started. Think about it. when the man wrote, he said, I declared the end at the beginning. You had to think it out. When I started writing, I started from the end. In the beginning, I told you the end of the story. So you start thinking about a person that thinks like that, you really have to sit down and look at how things identify him. In the first chapter of the book of Romans, and we talked about before, I think about 1 and 16, 17, it said, for the invisible things of Elohim are clearly seen. Elohim is all invisible to us, unseen by the naked eye. All his works clearly seen. You can't see a man or woman. You can't see trees and grass and water. Vaguely. See that? So, because he knew we needed something. You live in a world that you deal with people, and people have conversation. People have dreams, ambition, hope, hates, likes, dislikes. Not easier that all the people you deal with, in some part play, they become a part of you. Some of that conversation. Okay, don't believe it. Because he did say evil communication don't corrupt. What did he say? What mean my good conversation be corrupted from? So ain't no way nobody else's idea, thoughts, and conversation can do nothing to me. He told you if Kataim enticed thee. Why would they, how could they entice me? Nobody gonna move me. He knew they will. That's why I told you not to let it. If sinners try to entice you, try to engage you, to pull you in, he said, consent not. Don't do it. They tell you, let us learn and go after innocent blood. Every time they go, we find these teenagers robbing, killing, because their friends told them. My friend came by, but hey, we stayed with the book, and they kids. Now, how could we could have helped them being kids? Hands. Good answer. I got one. What we got, Kevin? Teaching another two. Who's supposed to teach them? Who were? The who? The fathers. And these kids that break in these homes, you say, who's teaching them? You see how the system works? Because if we set up the way he set it up, then the father would know. Then the father would teach the son. So the son would know through the father's teaching, there's limits to what I can do. You see that? Why y'all think these broken homes are so prominent among us, so prominent? Because they know this was your Torah. You were supposed to teach it to your children. To your children. A lot of people that grew up, country people, they had value. Now, country ain't got no value now. Country folk had values. That's where a lot of roots and value came from the country. Ain't none of it. The city had none. They never had them. I don't know where they got them from their country parent. The country parent moved to the city. They tell you they were still country. They were still country smart. City people had no more, nothing. Absolutely nothing. You won't get nothing from these city people. They don't do nothing. They don't speak. They don't do nothing. They just go and they just do. Country people don't do that. You speak. You say you have supper. How do you have supper? And that right? I'm telling you, the stuff was different. And that right? Everybody can't go eating all the time now. Man, listen, my aunt fit that done. Everybody come to let you know, listen, you're behind coming from outside. Y'all come here to eat. I don't care about nobody and what y'all playing. Time to eat. And I'm folks not gonna keep telling you either. Yeah, to say that, tell you think about like, man, I'm usually eating when I get my food. You know, nope, you sit down to the table and go wash your hands. Yeah. Get up in the morning, go eat breakfast, I go straight to that table. I said, get in and wash your face. Yeah. I'm thinking myself, looking, all right, what you looking at it for? I ain't tell her though. I'm thinking myself, you should be looking at it. I ain't trying to look at yours. I ain't play that stuff to come make you wash your face. Sit down there. I ain't play that stuff. I'm gonna make you pray. Pray for you in the city, man. You gobble and eat, man. He know I'm happy. He know I want. I ate it. The folk country folk had all that extra talking, and then they sit down and do stuff. They move slow. They take the time. City folk, y'all move too much. You want to do too much. Country folk just take the time. City people just move, go. And you're not conscious of stuff. You don't pay attention to things. And I'm telling you, you don't realize it till you get stuck in. I hated the country. Then you start to appreciate, you get old. You said there's some things you learn from it. The city, they just had you going, you don't appreciate things. They set you up on a fast track to death. There it is. You don't know how to identify stuff, watch for stuff. Man, I'm telling you how to pay attention to what you're doing, how you walk. I remember one time I was walking there, running my mouth talking. My cousin grabbed me by my arm. He grabbed my stop. I was like, what? He said, just wait. We just stood there. So I'm trying to figure out, why I'm sitting here and wait. Man, the snake just went on. Listen, listen. He looked like, and this broad daylight, this ain't night. This ain't no stormy day. Listen, I'll finish step. He said, just wait. We just stood there for a second, wait. That snake just crawled across the street. He's laid right there like it was a stick. I wouldn't even listen, looking and didn't even see him. He just grabbed me. Learn it, running your mouth talking. Country people, pay attention. Mm-hmm. You learn how to look. They learn how to look while they're walking. I'm in the city. You'll never see a snake. You can go in the bush. Ain't no snake in there. Let me tell you something. City of Atlanta, I go up in any how that guy. Ain't no snake possibly in City of Atlanta. All the snake is the one killing, robbing them folk.
Yeah.
All the snakes been gone now.
Yeah.
Man, I grew up, was in Atlanta. We ain't had not one snake in Kirkwood. Hey, man, they wasn't being that, man. Them snakes they gonna get took down. We gonna make shoes out of them. Ain't no snakes in that. Atlanta ain't no snake. Bandit house, you can walk straight up in there. You might get a crackhead, one of them crystal meth in there. Ain't no snakes in there. Though wide stuff. Now go play one of these houses down here in the country. Where you hear somebody rattling that, but you think there's a band in that thing, man. You'll learn. You don't play around in the country. You learn what to play. You don't play around no bushes. You don't be playing around. You go in the garden, you pay attention. And you walking down there, you walk the field, and you smell watermelon, and ain't no watermelon. You need to get your behind out that field. That's not no watermelon. That's a snake. Oh, y'all never? Oh, yeah. How many of y'all know about that? Oh, yeah, you got that field, ain't no watermelon. You smell watermelon. That's a snake. Oh, they notorious for that. They'll smell like they don't know nothing about it. You know about that, Christian? For real? What? You know about that? You know about that? What part of Mississippi he from? He from New York City, boy. In there, right? We'll teach you how we do things down here real quick, Jigaboo. Yeah, you're in the country. Y'all, listen, let me tell you something. Listen. When I tell you I've been down there, I know what I'm talking about. You walk through there, you smell that watermelon, and ain't no watermelon. That's a snake. Huh? You don't know about that? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, they out there. Them boys get that watermelon smell. They know how to get that smell. They'll fool you every time. You out there be all stupid thinking you're going to smell you a watermelon. You got you a snake around you somewhere, son. You need to be moving. Man, I seen them black, they cross, listen, I seen them black, they come across the road so fast. Listen, that thing straight across the other side to the field. You like, what in the, listen, come across that one side road. Straight across that, you like, we take our running. First thing you take our running, you say, good, that thing move across that road. Listen, right, I'm talking about come out them bushes. I'm talking about so fast, by the time you sitting there processing it gone. And you don't know where it went. So you like, time to run. We did a lot of running in the country. I'm telling you, you have to that's all you know to do, run. Run, you see it? Run. So I'm good. Snakes don't bother me. As long as I got enough, if I got that much distance, I pretty much know what I need to do with him. I mean, if I pop up and meet him right here, they're bad. They're bad. Don't move. Don't move. Let him do his thing. You got to look. You look, man, you like a gigantic over snake. So his only defense is to bite you. His alternative to get away from you, not to bite you. But when you step, he don't know he's trying to snap on him. Nobody told him. So you doing what he been told. Remember, you've been told what you've been told a snake to do. We got to check. No, you were told that. What you were told? You were told he was gonna bruise your heel. No, that's his information. Yeah. I'm gonna need that check. I can't talk for him. I'm talking for me. You trying to talk for the snake. Let him talk for himself. But no, I'm just saying these different things. But all this come back to show you talking about this is literally how it works. It's the same way. You tip a snake gets snapped on. And he looking to look, and he looking to defend. And you know what we looking to do when we catch him? Tip him, we want to kill him. You don't believe what people want to do, Boston. Cut his head off. And it's a man, it's instant. You do. You get it first. The only way for us to feel better about it, cut the head off of him. Yeah. Cut his head off. So, listen, they'll cut that back of the head, they'll net him to be like, you want a head off of him. Might watch that body sit there and just work and go. That thing will work so long, you like, you cut it. I've seen it cut. that back part of work just like that front part. That thing still be moving and going. You like, that's how involuntary. Now, in the country, they tell you. In the country, the rule is, if you cut a snake up, you go ahead and you divide it. You don't leave it. They believe that bastard come back together. I'm going to tell you. I tell you right there. I tell you what you do. You cut him and leave him there and see. And you find both them pieces right there when you come back. Believe it or not, that other part, that thing will start crawling. I don't know I tell you what I do. I don't stay around and see if he's going to get back together. Listen, if he get back together, I won't be there. Somebody done seen it, but they ain't. I'm telling you, they used to tell y'all that, don't they? Because you cut him, you throw him, you separate it. Because they feel like the thing get back together. Well, I'm trying to tell you, that he'll keep working. I tell you, see that? He moved to the city. I'm telling you, he said you moved to the city. Tell you, I know you'll see plenty of them down in the Savannah. That's swamp. There ain't nothing but swamp down there. Swamp and people, Savannah, surrender. That used to be the capital. Used to be the capital of Georgia. We got rid of it when they surrendered. We had to get out of their hand. They surrendered. Sherman told him he was gonna burn it down. They wouldn't stand like Atlanta. Atlanta took a burn. That's why Atlanta up in flame now. We took the burning. Yeah. He cried here refused to do it. They said, man, you gotta burn it to the ground. You go to Savannah, they still got all them bricks down there, them slave lay. They got brick roads down there. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you take Dodge to Toto, they give that thing just follow. They still got the brick road down in Savannah. Mm-hmm. Don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. Listen, Sherman got out there. They heard what he did in Atlanta. Them about already on their knees. They were forgiven. Yeah, they want to get burned down. Atlanta hard with it. We stayed with it. You know, we had Milledgeville been the capital, Augusta been the capital. Milledgeville crazy. Them the crazy nigga we got up here. Milledgeville. Don't play them. Years ago, you didn't play with Milledgeville people. They were known to be crazy. You're the talent. That Milledgeville, that was the crazy how it was. You used to take people back years ago, they give you $500. Man, my mom would tell me, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. She'd haul that stuff so my man didn't get in my mind. So, nigga, you're crazy. I'll take you out of Milledgeville and get $500 for you. You keep hearing all your life, $500. Right. How many $500 you think you're going to keep getting? I ain't coming, but he'll let you take it back. Because you might get a check. That was a terrible time in my childhood. That and she'd holler, I put you in a formatory somewhere. What's a form? Some white folk, they put their kid in a formatory. There's a kid put in a formatory. There's white lady, she that worked for years ago in the hub, they own a restaurant. They put their kid, I think they put one in a formatory. Where you get it from? Said that old folk. That's how this stuff messed up with old folk. Y'all pay them to tell they put y'all in a crazy house.
Yes, sir.
Said I know what it say? Whitfield, I skilled up here in Atlanta. Whitfield, that's where you come from. No, she said, I supposed to be down in Whitfield, but I done snuck out to Atlanta. I heard it. Yeah. I remember that Zamar, she was talking about that. I supposed to be locked up in Whitfield, but I snuck out. I'm in Atlanta. That crazy place. Right now. I'll take you to Milledgeville and get $500 for you. They stopped paying. They got too many niggas. They just quit paying. They said too many of them coming. They couldn't write no more check. Checkbook ran out. There's plenty of crazy folks in Georgia. Y'all know it. Y'all hear. Kadara? Was it Kadara? Yeah. Right. Oh, he'll tell you, he can do that right now. I remember Roy asked me that time, he said, let me ask you, I'll teach the young folks. You remember he had, he ain't like looking. So we did, you remember he had set the computer, I had a meeting with the single people. He had to say, we were smart, we had all the single people, had the computer, set it up, and then they had to type their questions, and they could hear me. We had set it up. They could hear me. I could hear them say, type the answer. I'm going over to the young folk by not fornicating. You know that, Chris? I'll tell them that, hey, not fornicating, what y'all do, keep your hands and everything off. And Raw had to. He said, just so you got a question. So Raw asked him, he said, what about like if we feed them strawberry and take out a roll and like rub it down their lip down their breast? Like, what? He just want to know since he couldn't fund a cake and he feed a strawberry and take like a rose or something, rub it. It's true. Man, look at him. Yeah, he remember that. He didn't think I remember that, didn't he? They've been long. Listen, I know every remember. I remember when they came in. I remember everything they done. Man, that show never fun. They've been a handful around him. Woo! Child, y'all don't know the stuff I done been through, the stuff I done seen. I done seen so many meetings and young folk. I had one time, man, she was silent about 2 orca whales, and she told everybody what she wanted. Hold on for me. Why are you laughing? Yeah, 2 orca whales. And she told them, she let all them brothers know what she wanted. She said, it got to be 6'1", between 6'1", 6'3". He can't be over like 215, 225 pounds. He got to make at least $135,000 a year. And he got to be serious about it here. When I tell y'all, these guys snigger so hard, trying not to bust out. It was like, I couldn't say it. I was just blown away. I said, well, let me ask you this. Person who the size of 2 orca whales. I said, if he eat 1 snicker, I said, just 1. She said, I can't be with him because he's not serious about his health. Who remember this? Am I making it? Look at these folks. I'm not making this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. I was thinking like, she said 1 snicker. She said, got let go. She said, he's not serious. So he's not serious. I heard most stuff, man. You just were like, woo, this is an incredible place. But the main thing, our goal is to really make sure we get this right. I ain't gonna hold y'all no long. I'm gonna let y'all go and start talking about this other stuff. But I do want us to come back in, and we will come back in, because I want us to take our time and go over some things. I think if we get an understanding of how this works, you won't come in kind of lagging the way you do, because it's too easy for them to reject you. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's taken how we transition to look at the con versus the works we do and realize you got to think about this. I mean, let me ask y'all a question. How impressed would Michael Jordan be if he seen you shoot with your tongue? How many of y'all think he'll say that impressed? Why you think he wouldn't be impressed? Say what now? If he see you like, say you run jump and what the he'll say? Man, that really impressed me. Why y'all think that is? So like you keeping the Shabbat, and you're not fornicating, and you're not drinking, and you're not homemoney, you're not kazava. How impressed you think he gonna be with that? Right. See, that's what he do all the time.
Yeah.
See, he already do that. So he's looking for what you can do, and people don't believe this. You can do something and not really believe it. You can also do something and it not be in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all had your kids or something. Hey, y'all done that. Your parent go tell you to do something, and that thing they want to probably slap and piss at you. Because you trying to figure, I'm doing it. Y'all remember? And you trying to figure out, I don't like the way you did it. Yeah. It's the way you did. It's the way you look. And that's what he look at. See, Yasharal trying to obtain, so he look at, it's the way you do it. They looking at, but I'm doing it. So what you want? You want me to look and laugh when I do it? Or you want it done? I want you to look, laugh, and do it. Because this all favor. What I'm going to give you, I assure you, is more than the work you're doing. You said, but if you don't process it that way, think about it. This way get hard for, because we start looking at, man, I got to do so much. I'm giving up everything. You know what I'm saying? I got to do all this. And you ain't realizing, no, you don't. You don't have to do that. Because I'm giving it to you by con. If you gave up everything you had, it still wouldn't save you if I don't elect you to it. That's why it become more precious how you create this. Because this is something I want to know. How do you get this? How you get this unspoken heart? what we call it. You know what I'm saying? How you get this? You know what I'm saying? Because people talk about that. You get people, it's like, okay. I mean, I love him, but he wants us to have where we adore him. That is all the because when you realize you can't control that, man, I get so frustrated. I'm looking at, I can't hardly read nothing now. I had to get them glasses, and then them glasses go out. It's like, and I realized, well, you took sight for granted a long time. A lot of things, and you don't realize I give that. I get it and I take it. Simple little thing that you realize, I need my sight to be able to do what I do. I need to be able to use my hands. I need to be able to use my feet. But if he take them, he calm enough to where he'll keep me and he'll allow me to be able to still be able to get around. Whether he'll put on somebody's log to carry me or the wheelchair, whatever it takes to still move around. But typically with us, we won't look at the fact everything he gave us alone. It's a loan. Look at it as a loan. You won't think of so much of everything being yours in that fashion the way we have it. It's a loan. Hair, eye, teeth, lips. If people don't have them. Sometimes we see people, think about how easy it is to see somebody that's in a deformity we might, and you can leave or not look at them. It's out of mind, out of sight. But for them, they stuck. He said, I can give this to you. I could take it from one and give it to another. He had that ability. And when you consider how you chose me to where I walk, I talk, I can remember things. When there's people who can't remember nothing, who used to remember anything. If people that can't talk, used to say anything. If people used to run, can't go nowhere. It's like, so how does lottery work? It ain't a lottery. That's just how I choose. So that allows me to become more indebted to him and appreciative for the fact that I don't want to be one of them people that you take it away from me and I don't have it. And I come to the point I want to try to appreciate it and I can't get it back. He's like, I gave you a chance with it. And you was a poor steward over it. And we don't even consider stuff because we can't think about it. Unless you get in a bad car wreck or you got shot or a building fell on you, you should be fine. But explain me about all the other people ain't no building fell on them and they went in no car wreck and they crippled, blind, and stroked out and everything else. So he lets you know, I have recovered on whom I will. And I harm myself on whom I will. Some people, he let stroke it, he get them up. Some people say, you won't recover. So when you start to really looking at the type of person you dealing with, and he deals with an issue where he's the type of person where nobody don't tell me what to do. That's another problem. Because some people, you go to places, folks cut the food. Let me speak to the supervisor. I ain't got time to be fooling with you. Give me the supervisor. You see what I'm saying? It's nobody to go to. It ain't a complaint box. It ain't a letter. It ain't a board. It ain't a court you can put him to. That man do what he will. And he lets us know that. So when you sit and look at his will, it's for us to be here and to here. Now you got to make choices. Is this something you want to do? And you don't have to choose it, but then you got to look at what's the alternative. Because I'll let you get yourself set in a situation where you can't come out of it. Listen, people don't realize this. And I try to tell y'all that. Listen, it can be kids. It can be babies. It can be evil. People need to know who are hardening themselves against whom he will. I know people, I allow for these kids out there. Bring these kids back. But y'all, when I saw a kid, where was he at when he hated him? What do you do with that? Before you got him, I was already dead set against you not making it. I never wanted you in. How would that make you feel? You hear this from him? Listen, I've never kept, listen, when your great granddaddy, before you even thought when he was him, I hated you. How do you process that? You're like, are you serious? How could you hate me? Well, ask yourself there. How can I give you the benefit of your great granddaddy before you got him? I considered you. And ain't nobody got no problem with that though, do they? We got a problem with the hate. But that's the thing though. You got a man operating with these two sources. Either I love you or I hate you. Ain't no in between. Right. You ain't never got y'all here. Never ask him, do he like you? Either I harm you, I hate you. That's the dead down up. That's dead straight how he at. I either harm you or I hate you. So ain't no middle ground. Ain't no gray areas about it. So when you look at it, you got to look at how much gray area you got with how you can live. How much in between can you do when you got a man? It's either one or the other. It's either hot or cold. You want something warm to drink? He said either hot or cold. Is there something I can do that kind of, he said either going to be right or wrong. You can't get a maybe. It's either yes or no. He's like, it's that plain. The gray area, people created this. He either got it one way. That's what he said. It's on the one way with me. It is right, it's wrong. It is hot, it's cold. Either I love you, or I hate you. You either my child or you belong to Satan. You hear folks say, I ain't God's child, but I ain't devil's child. You's a liar. You belong to Satan. But so when you put it that way, that don't give your mind that alternative of trying to flake around to try to, well, I'm kind of like in between, I'm transitioning. No, you're not. You either are or you ain't. That's it. Yeah, and when you get it that way, you can take something out of that mesmerize in your mind or the logic of, I'm trying to get there. Why are you trying to get there? You ain't. Not till you get there. And you say you're trying to get home. Are you at home? What you doing? So are you at home while you trying to get home? While you trying, you ain't with him. Not till you get there. That take all that procrastination out. Because we learn how to do that. We like, Carl, where you at? You like, I'm down the street. I ain't really lying because all the streets connect. And I ain't up to where you at. Think of it. Come on, there's ways you can do stuff. I told you how 1 o'clock get at 1:15. You said about 1-ish, which bashed the 15 back up to right on the 1. Come on, do we see that? And he look at, no. Because you know why? We'll play that same game with him. He said, I don't play that game. Nobody should have ever gave us that. Nobody should have ever made that deal with us. He said, I don't play that game. I'm either one way or the other. He'll never have us where it's an alternative where it could be something in the middle of right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? No. Undecided. He ain't undecided about nothing. Everything he buy, he done already decided on it. That's the mind he wants you to get. Why he told you today you hear my voice, then try to sit about and try to consider. Oh, not your heart. He told you what was going to happen to that. Because I had some people do that, and that provoked me too. He said, I swore during my anger, they're not getting in. Can you imagine that? That those people sat there and their heart were hard, and these people, he like, man, I swear you ain't getting in. We can't afford that. All these people being, taken out, wiped out the face of their rock is for us. That was for us. Like I told you before, you can wind up being an example for somebody else. You hate for somebody to get saved off your fall. I'm telling you your fault that you don't recover. See, y'all's raw fault, but he ain't let them fall, they weren't going to recover. That's the difference. Yeah, you can fall, but if you can recover, you talking about your fall and not recovering. Somebody, say you fail and it ain't to no recovery. Somebody said, that scared me. I'm finna get it right. That could be any one of us. That could be me. That man can use your fall to enlighten somebody, make somebody like, I gotta get this thing serious. I'm telling you, sometimes it takes that. It takes people being when Yasharal, when Yehuda came together, the Yahudim, and the 12 Talmudim were there, the taught one, the Shalakim, the sent one, they were there, and the Ruach moved for everybody to sell all their possessions and bring them in. It moved for everybody to do it. And he gave commandment by the mouth of Ka, the Ananias and Sapphira. They kept back part of it. And they lied about how much they gave. And he came right back and he let them know about it. He said when it was yours, he said it was in your power to do what you want to do. He said, why you let Satan fear your Lord to lie to the Ruach HaKodesh? And that man fell dead. And that man took his body and wound it up and took it right on out there. And when we wind up, that nigga ain't getting back up. He ain't gonna do this stuff here. That David Copperfield. Let me get some of our folk with Mizraim and Tyler. That nigga, get out there rap right here. That nigga still be taped up. He be drowning about in that ocean. When we rap, he ain't getting out this one. So when time, by the space of about an hour or so, his wife had come in. She didn't know her husband was dead. And they asked him about it and said, why did you connive with him to do it? And he asked her, he said, you sold it. And he gave her a chance. He said, how much you sold it for? She had the same number that they had lied about. He said, behold, the feet of the men at the door that carried your husband away. And she fell dead. She ain't not that week, not later on down the road, a month or two. Right, when he told her she was dead, them jokers opened the door, they like, you know, they nigga, they probably pissed too. I've been pissed. I be like, man, I heard that nigga almost broke my back trying to tell that dead weight, and that's another one. Yeah. And good thing some of us ain't that. We wouldn't even made it in, because somebody talking about, you can't make these folks fall dead like right by the grave hole and let them just fall over in there. And then you be dead. That's why I ain't down. Because one of them put the wrong country. There you go. Behold, now you don't know. No. Right time period. But with that happening, the book said fear came on the whole of dog. Everybody among a dog. 2 people died to put the fear in everybody. Man, folks start coming. I'll make sure I got nothing left. Penny, crumb, bread. At that point, you just saw people fall dead. And you think about your plot, you probably think in your mind, I probably need to keep that some just in case. But he let these be the 2 that do it and die just to come to alert you to realize, don't play with me. You see what I'm saying? So that's why how serious we have to take. If you look, it's going to be harder on us than it was on them. Okay. So, like people can't make it him, but the Malka of Sheba, they call the Queen of Sheba. She came to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And when he was there, he said a greater one is him than him now. He let them folk know it's going to be tough on you. He talked at the people in them. He talked about them. He said, listen, he said when Una came and he preached, he said they repented. He said a greater one here now than Una. Letting them people know it's going to be hard on you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard on them because look, we getting the sound. These people, where they even got their understanding from? These people reading just law. They reading law and do. But they man put on some people hard to learn how to law. He elected some people to a harbor through it. And some people just fall into the letter. Now they said just follow it to the letter. That's what they were doing and still didn't obtain it. So that's why you look at where the balance got to be. You know what I'm saying? We don't come that we change the Torah. We're going to stay with what the man implemented, what he put. But we understand you're not receiving it because of that. You're going to receive it because of con. It's just favor. And that's what make you love him. When you think about somebody just walk up to give you something, you're like, this what you're thinking. I really appreciate this. Because you didn't have to do it. You got people who keeping Shabbat and you ain't going to save them and you're going to save me. You got people keeping the dietary law that you're not going to save and you're going to save me. You got people wearing tassels. You're not going to save them. You're going to save me. I appreciate that. That favor, not because of the work. Because you think doing the work, then it's the whoever, I mean, everybody can obtain it. He said, but everybody can obtain it because it's according to election. See, none of us would have chose ourselves. He chose us. A lot of us here, you try to figure out, every one of y'all in here, y'all don't hear this, y'all ain't gonna tell nobody. You're an oddball. You just don't know it. All of we were oddballs. Mm-hmm. You could have fit it in, you were still odd. There were other people that were with us. You got a best friend. Why he here with you? Y'all did other stuff together. Y'all played football. Y'all did other stuff, went out together. Y'all even live together. So y'all live together now. He here with you now. I had a best friend. We did everything together too. You see what happened when the word come out? We get what? He'll choose one, reject the number. That's right. That's the part that gets you. You can be so close with people in a relationship where, and the word will come and you'll realize we ain't got nothing in common. Yeah. When Justin came, he came with a best friend at the time, didn't he? Best friend gone in him. I think your best friend at the time, he didn't want to introduce you. Yeah, come on whom he will. Used him. And you the best friend to get your attention, get you him. You realize, I don't need you no more. I'm trying to tell you, a lot of stuff, I know I'm long. the reason why I'm talking to y'all, no doubt, is because we really hadn't looked at this the right way as to the appreciation that's owed to a man. That done what he done. I mean, everybody recite, God gave his only begotten son. These people don't know what they're saying. They just reciters. You think I gave this man up for nothing? How much you think I harbored you? I had to show you how much I harbored him, and you know I harbored him. Then guess what? How much I harbored you that I gave him to you? Mm. And you think I don't want nothing back? I don't want nothing back from you. Mm. I want you to appreciate the generosity. I want you to give me servitude for this. I don't want you to magnify my shame. I don't want you to adore me for this. That I took a man, I put my love on this man. All I have, I put on this man. And I gave him up for you. I put everything I had on this man. You know what he did when he looked around Shamaim? When he looked around every one of them, he said, to which one did I ever call my being? Which one? McCall, that they call Micah. His name means who is like Elohim. He said, you know, if these groups are they teaching, that's who the. He said, I never said it. He said, I never said it. Gabriel, I never said it. He's a word. I never said it. I never had the conversation when I told him that this day I began you, you my being. He said, I never said it. I only did it to one. But to the son. That's the only one he said I said it to. He told that man, he said, and I told him, his throne, I told him it for a long. I told him a scepter Sadiq that I gave him. Y'all know, because he a Harb Sadiq. He hate Roshan. I put everything on him. Listen, I crowned this man. I crowned him. And I crowned the man. I took him. I said, you can die. I want them people. How you put that together? How you put that together? You're thinking, hold on for a minute. You took him. You told all of us and everybody in Shamin when they brought him in, you know they told everybody to do? Should call him. Everybody kneel down. Everybody prostrate themselves to him. Everybody in Shamin had to get down. And you know they had to know, this man over us. If he made all us get down, this man over us. He sat that man over. Listen, he put him over all the works of his hand. He put him over everything. Listen, for everybody, we came here, we had to do it. And then they said, you can die. I want them. I want all of them in my mouth cool with me. How much he'll harm you? You know why you commit the acts you commit, all of us? Because you thought he did. You felt like he didn't care. But he did care. But the only way to get you to see it, he had to put it on somebody. He had to put it on somebody he loved. How much you think, when I offered them, the Father, when they came, when they brought the turtle dove, the lamb, when they brought the she-goat, the he-goat, when they brought the red heifer, how much a harp they had for them? Why? Why they ain't have no harp on? Got nothing to do with me. I know this is what you want for what I did. You how much crime you think they did at the gate when they brought them up for the Kohan to kill them? How much real you think they went trying to say, you know, I really feel bad about this thing. You know, this animal had to die for me, and I'm a human being, and an animal got to die for a human being. I mean, this thing really ripping me apart. We did this all the time. He said, so you won't appreciate it unless I took one I love. I put everything I had on it. Everything. Then I said, I'll let it die just so I can get you. Until we understand that, you're never gonna know how to hug. You're not gonna really know how to harbor. You're not really gonna know how to shakar him, adore him. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't see it that way. You just see it, okay, he got the Father, we the kids, he do this and da-da-da. You know, and however things go. Versus you don't look at, I prepared this for you. All this was for you. When he brought Adam, listen, he didn't bring that man into nothing. He said, I prepared this for you. When he didn't bring Adam somewhere and say, you know what? Give me 5 minutes. I'm finna get this together. I brought him in. I already had it set. I let you come and you can call it what you want to call it. I set this up for you. When he told you I hadn't seen, ear hadn't heard, hadn't even entered in the hearts of men, the thing all he had prepared for them. Y'all think I don't had any kind of idea what that man had done? Neither do you. Neither did we. That's why we have to look at this thing differently now. That's why we got to reassess how we're serving him and what we know about it in this relationship. We really got to investigate that this con thing is something you got to look into. Because we've been thinking it's just do what the book say. Like I said, let the book tell it. Who's on it? Let the book tell it?
It's Cam. We say what the book
says. Cam say, let the book tell it. No, that's enough. There's somebody else got it.
What the book says.
No, let the book tell. It's somebody else's voice, not here.
What the book says.
What the book says. Well, be on get it. I think you said that. You said that. It's not your voice. What the book? Let the book tell. You said that's still Cam, but you be saying let what the. No, he got one. Let the book tell it. Yeah, and your voice is so rich. Not that one. Not that one.
I don't know which one. Okay.
I don't know. I'm waiting for King Holler. Damn. Man, Jack got back already holler.
What the book say?
What the book say? What the book say? What is that? No, that what it says.
That's what I say. I don't know what it's like his intro. Think about it. It's not in the song, but it's an intro.
No, I'm talking. What you say?
We just say what the book say.
Yeah, what the book say?
I don't know what they.
That's one y'all do.
Yes, sir.
You saying? You saying, right? Yeah, what the book say? That's not right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not. But with saying that, I mean, we've been so going with just following the letter of the law and keeping the letter of the law, and that was instrumental for us to the time because we had the blinders on and we needed it. But then he come back to show us the benefits. See, Abraham received benefits from him doing it. That him keeping, obeying the laws, statutes, my charge, all these different things. He received the benefit, and those benefits fell on us. See that's the con. Those are the benefits. They call some of the judges, they call them perks. You know what I'm saying? Some of them give you some judge they'll give you a gas card or a expense card. They might give you a company card. They said these are the perks. You know what I'm saying? They give you all kind. So many you can charge so many. These are all the perks. We getting the perks of it. You know what I'm saying? From the works that Abraham did, we're receiving the perks of it. Now we're going to come along. We're going to emulate the work because Abraham was also told he was supposed to teach it to his children. And to his children. And they were supposed to let them teach another to the dog. See, we recovering ourselves. This is the very thing he told we do, that we were going to bethink ourselves in this place. Yeah. We were going to bethink ourselves. See, we coming back to a recovery. See, we ain't just come back to a recovering of the writings and the name, like a lot of people, they got the name. Listen, it's so much vocabulary we got to get because you got a lot of Yiddish. The Yiddish going back into the old, to the first Berea. They putting Yiddish words. So it's so much going on now. He's trying to get us back to understanding the heartbeat people have for him. It's a love we got to have for him. It ain't just following the letter. Too many people don't follow him to the letter. They still miss. So he's trying to get us to understand. I wasn't intended for that. I wanted somebody to love me. I wanted somebody to believe me. And we're that people. We're that people now that he's gathering now to come back and look at things differently than the people that came before us. A lot of people done got wiped out. Look at through slavery. How many people through slavery could have, think about it, slave man. I'm a slave. At night, I go in here, I go to church Sunday, but I'm really keeping Shabbat. I really use the sacred name, believe the sacred name, I'm standing slave on. You ain't keeping none of this. Ain't none of that going on. You ain't throwing no pig ears out nowhere and no chitlin poured on no ground. You eating chitlins and you loving Jesus. You keeping Sunday. Everything come out your mouth is English. You couldn't even get an opportunity to get back. And that cause he deemed that. To wipe out a whole, man, that's a lot of people wiped out. You couldn't, even if they wanted, just say if you wanted, you couldn't get it. Think about being placed in that. You couldn't keep it if you wanted. What you gonna tell me? You just gotta beat me because I ain't working on no Shabbat. What slave you think done that? Man, they open your behind up. Yeah. You finna be split on like a hot link. You finna be killed. Yeah. Them folks gonna break it and kill you. They gonna cut off. I'm sure it was some that did it, but you know where they went. Yeah. You going to the grave. Yahuwah saw fit to bring us out in a these folks ain't pressing us on keeping. You got haters and people. This man is giving us a liberty right now. And guess what? This is for a short period of time. Y'all need to know that. He giving us an opportunity to build ourselves up. Okay. I know. A lot of them don't believe it. A lot of y'all, remember I told you, you're going to fall away. See, if you don't get yourself anchored now, ready, when these people come, it's a persecution going to come on up. Y'all don't hear that prayer. I tell that man the counters, I'm going to not escape it. Yeah. He told me that. He said, Bilal, you be able to escape it. When that man told me to pray that I escape it, how bad it going to be? When he done told him, you need to pray, you escape it. He done told you, if he don't cut the time short, he said, ain't nobody going to be saved. So if you don't get this, and if we don't get that understanding correctly, and we don't learn how to stand there for what it is and stop taking it like, this is just something we're doing. We're just trying to, so preacher don't get on some, okay, serve like that. This ain't my book, this ain't my way. This serious, it ain't gonna get crunch time. What y'all gonna do? Everybody here, what y'all do? These people take your kid and they tell you, you're gonna turn to now, they're gonna kill your kid. What you gonna do? And go ahead and tell yourself how he gonna understand it. And you ain't gonna believe it. They killed this kid. So it can never happen to yours. I'm trying to tell y'all now, listen, you got a whole writing in the 11th chapter of the book of Abarim when he talk about those people refuse to have their dead raised. Listen, they killed those people right in their face. Those people refuse to move. It's coming on us. If y'all don't get y'all set, like y'all too weak and straggling. Say, man, y'all too weak and straggling. Y'all ain't got no standpoint and you got no strong point on it. And it's the very thing you weak on is what you're going to get tested on. The very thing you weak on, they're going to be your takedown. That's why we got to make sure we really understand it about harboring him and keeping him as a focal point to where, listen, Shaul wrote, I'm persuaded that nothing from even his wife and his kids. How many of y'all can be persuaded with wife and kids?